Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Manas and today I'm going to show you how I prep my face before I put on my makeup for the day. I wear makeup for pretty much I guess like 6 to 8 hours a day, or when I used to go to college and like face-to-face classes, I used to wear it through the day. So because of that, I kind of want to make sure that my skin is protected from not only the makeup but even the pollutants and sunlight and everything. So because of that, I have a very simple pre-makeup prep routine which I'm going to show you step by step. I hope you like it. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I wash my face. This is obviously I think the most basic step, and it's really important because you have to have a clean face before you start anything. And I use an organic charcoal bar cleanser, and you can use whatever cleanser is good for your skin type. I use charcoal because one, I'm exposed to a lot of dirt through the day, and because I have very oily skin, and the charcoal soap kind of sucks the oil out of my skin without making it feel overly dry. So first things first, after washing my face, is I use a toner. So the toner that I'm using is the Biotique Bio Cucumber Pore Tightening Toner with Himalayan waters. So this is for normal to oily skin. I have very oily skin. I also sweat a lot, so this really helps to kind of make sure my pores are pretty tightened and the oil doesn't fully seep into it and the dirt doesn't seep into it. And when that happens, you can get pimples and acne and all that. I'm not going to use a cotton pad because they're actually a little wasteful and I'm trying to reduce that. So I'm just going to put it directly on my hand and then just dab it onto my face. So take just a few drops. One thing is that this toner, while it works really great, it's pretty strong smelling. So if you're sensitive to strong smells, then I'd suggest to find a different one, but this works great for me. Now my next step is basically something that I just use because it makes my skin feel good. This is not a compulsory step. If you don't feel like doing it, you don't have to. So what I do is next I put on some rose water. I'm using the Dabur Premium Rose Water. It's brightening and it's pretty refreshing, and right now since it's the summer, it actually kind of cools my skin and it feels great. So I'm going to take a little bit of that as well and just spread it all over my face. Next, what I'm going to do is basically put on a little bit of moisturizer. In my case, moisturizer acts as a primer. A primer is any cream or gel formula that you put on your face to make your makeup last longer. Since I had it on through the day, I had to make sure it didn't get smudged because I was continuously eating and talking and touching my face as well. So because of that, that's kind of why you use a primer. So I'm going to take just a little bit because I have very oily skin. The moisturizer or primer that I'm using is the Pond's Super Light Gel Oil Free Moisturizer. So I've taken only a pea-sized amount and I put that all over my skin. One thing I do is that I kind of concentrate it in the eyelid area because I wear a lot of eyeshadow, and it helps for the eyeshadow to stay in place, which is obviously important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exfoliate my lips. So the one I'm using is the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator in the shade Coconut, I think. So this is basically, it has like a sandpaper like texture and you rub it over your lips. So as you can see, I have pretty dry lips, so I have to make sure the dead skin cells don't just collect. So that's why I exfoliate it. So let's do that. Once that is on, it literally feels like there's sand on my lips, but it also helps bring a lot of extra blood to your lips, so it makes it look fuller and more thick, and it gives your lip more volume. So after that, once you're done with that, you can just go in with a little bit of lip balm, and I'm just using Vaseline, which is petroleum jelly, and just putting that over it. Now if you don't have an exfoliator, another thing that you can do is you can take a towel and put it in a little bit of warm water, and after that you can take just a bit of the towel which was soaked in the warm water and rub it over your lip. That also works just as well. So it's honestly just your choice. Okay, so once you've done that, I've put a pretty generous amount of the petroleum jelly on my lips. So usually what I do is when I'm putting on my makeup, I do my lips last, so I just leave this like that. But if you don't feel like doing that, then you can always just keep it on for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then after that you can just rub it off with a tissue paper or a towel. So yeah, that was it. That is how I prep my skin, and this is basically everything I do before I put on makeup. Even if you don't want to do all the steps, I do suggest that you put on either a primer or a moisturizer, because that really does protect your skin, and it makes sure that your makeup doesn't smudge everywhere, and it keeps it on your skin for a longer time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know what you thought in the comments below. Make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!